Okay, I'm Juicy Star, and this is going to be my first makeup review. As you can see, I did kind of a blue look.
Hey guys, okay, I'm Juicy Star, and this is going to be my first makeup review for you guys. As you can see, I did kind of a blue look. I'm sorry, the old Blair can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead. I seriously cannot get over this video, not just the intro, not just the look itself, just everything about it. I cannot believe that I uploaded this to the internet, but I did, and a lot of you guys watched it. I have been asked to recreate this tutorial so many times, but I definitely wanted to improve upon it. So if you came to me today and said, I want a really dramatic blue smoky eye, this is what I would give you. For me, this is kind of a blue look that's smoky and dramatic, but I would actually wear this out today. I would not wear out the blue smoky eye that I did in 2008, even though I did wear it out quite a bit back then. That video was filmed over 9 years ago. I started my channel back in August of 2008, so I can't believe that August of 2018 is going to be a decade of me putting up these videos on YouTube. I have no idea why I introed this video as a review when it was clearly a tutorial, but if you go watch one of my next videos, it is actually a review video that I intro as a tutorial. If you listen closely in the video, you can actually hear Elle kind of coaching me through the very first video. In the background, I went to go put on my Urban Decay primer potion, and you can hear her be like, show it to them.
So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids with Urban Decay primer potion. It's, you know,
and it's super creepy, but then I like show you guys the Urban Decay primer potion, and then I put it on, and that was my first video ever. So here I am today. I am going to be recreating and improving upon my blue smoky eye that I did over 9 years ago. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and let me know if this was nostalgic for some of you in the comments down below, and I will chat with you guys over there. Let's get started on the tutorial. It felt so weird to prep for a tutorial like this, but I used to always start off my videos with my foundation, concealer, powder, and one eye already done. Then I would film myself doing the second eye, blush, and lip products. So that's what I'm gonna do today. The only thing that I did differently is I went ahead and did my brows. In this first tutorial I ever did, I did not do anything to my brows. And there was no way that Mama was gonna do a tutorial without filling in these caterpillars. So I made the executive decision to go ahead and fill in my brows. But now we are going to get started and create this look on this eye, so you guys can kind of see a little demo. I actually think that the way I used to film tutorials like this was actually smart. I honestly don't know why I stopped. I feel like everyone just started doing both eyes on camera, and I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta be like everyone. So I'm gonna get started with my eye primer. This is the Mercier Eye Base in Flax. So I'm just blending this out with a little brush so that I can kind of carve my brows out a little bit better than I feel like I can when I'm using my fingers, and I'm just using soft patting motions and kind of blending this out towards the outer corner. If I was going to do a dramatic eye like this, typically I would do the eye first and then go ahead and clean up any fallout underneath and do the rest of my face. So to make sure that I can clean up any fallout really easily, I'm gonna go ahead and take some loose powder and just dust a ton of this under my eye. I'm basically going to bake my under eyes, and that way when I go to wipe away the dust, it will wipe away any of the fallout that we have. So I'm just taking the Mercier Translucent Powder on a small beauty sponge, and I am just packing this on, getting it all in my hair. You know how we do. Next, I'm going to take the color Blow from the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, tap off any excess, and I'm just going to apply this all over my eye, just in patting motions. This is going to set that base that we used, and it's going to make any colors that we put over top of it blend out just a little bit better. Then I'm taking the color Blackjack from the same palette, and any dark matte black eyeshadow will do, but I'm just taking this on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to start packing this onto the outer corner of my eye. And it's gonna take a few different times to build up the intensity that I want, but I don't wanna go in with a ton of product right at the beginning, especially because then I will get more fallout that I have to clean up later. Next, I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush with the color Faith out of the same palette, and I'm going to start by putting this in my crease, and I'm going to use this to start kind of blending that black a little bit up to the crease without actually having any of the black on my brush. This is also going to act as a transitional shade. So I'm going to start off by just applying this color into the crease in windshield wiper motions. Then I'm going to go in small circular motions and start buffing that out. Next, I'm going to take a blending brush that does not have any product on it. I never put any product on this brush, and that is why it has this tape around it. This is my brush that never gets any product put onto it. It is strictly used for blending. So I'm going to take this and just fade these lines from the crease to the brow, and this is just going to give us that feathered out look, and this is a really, really easy way to blend. Then I'm going to go in with a tapered crease brush. This one is a little bit smaller, so it's really just gonna fit right into this crease, and I'm taking the color Magnet, and I'm taking such a tiny bit of this on my brush, and I'm just going to start by putting that right into my crease, right into the hollow of my eye where my crease naturally sinks in. And notice I'm only taking this color halfway in. Next, I'm going to take the teeniest, tiniest bit of the black shadow on this brush. I barely even tapped it into it. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this color. Put it right over where we just put that magnet color to intensify this crease. And I'm not going more than halfway in with this color. Then I'm just going to take this blending brush and blend this in. Again, this brush doesn't have any color on it, but you can see it's going to drag some of this darker color in, but we haven't actually deposited any of that darker color onto the inner corner. So it's just gonna be a really nice gradual fade. Now we're going to skip over to the inner corner. So I know we're kind of skipping all around, but this is what I did on the other eye. So I just want to make sure that I do the same thing. And I'm going to take the Too Faced sketch marker in She Told Me Little White Lies. And I'm just going to put a touch of this white eyeliner onto the inner corner. And also I'm just going to kind of drag it to this section of the inner corner. Then I'm going to go over where we just put that white with Luna from the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit. Oh, so pretty. Now we are going to go in with the star of the show. I'm going to take a very small pencil brush and just put a little bit of this product. This is the Milk Eye Makeup in the color Sesh, and it's this really gorgeous blue. So I'm gonna start this not quite at the inner corner, kind of in this center of the intersection, and then blend it in a little bit towards that light pigment that we used. Then I'm also going to use this brush to drag it up. I don't want to go over the lid, so I'm not taking this product into the crease. I'm staying exactly on the lid. Then blending it over towards the black. Next, I'm going to take the color Orion from the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to use this to fade the lighter color into this blue. And this is like a very light blue iridescent highlight, and I think it gives just a really pretty fade right here. I feel like this eye's inner highlight is just coming out way better, so we might have to retouch this up over at the end. I think that's why I stopped filming tutorials like this. I think it's easier when you do a step on one eye, a step on the other, a step on one, a step on the other, instead of completing one eye and then trying to recreate it perfectly on the other eye. So I have some major fallout going on down here, so I'm really glad that we powdered. But on the same brush that I put the blue pigment on with, I'm going to come over to my Starlit powder by Makeup Forever, and this is in the number 19, and it's this beautiful blue. Oh my goodness, look at this. So I'm going to use this on the inner portion of my lid, and I'm going to blend this into the black, and then also into this light blue that we have going on right here. Oh my gosh. So I'm just bringing a tiny bit of this blue in on this brush just so that everything fades together and it doesn't look like a harsh line. I'm also taking this blue over onto the black. And I'm trying to see, I think I took this side over a little bit further, so I'm going to take the same brush that I applied the black with and put a little bit more black on this outer corner and blend that back into the blue to kind of make them approximately the same amount of blue to black ratio. I don't know. All right, then I took the same brush that we used the little teeny tiny bit of black in our crease, and I'm going to dip it in super quickly to the blue Starlit powder, and I'm just going to take the teensiest bit of this into my crease just to soften up this line a little bit so that we're not, you know, going for a super rough cut crease or anything in this look. So I'm keeping it mainly to this inner corner, just using it to blend out this line just a tiny bit. Then I'll take it out here, and I'm pretty sure that is what I did for the other eye. I hope they look similar-ish. Before I do the liners and lashes and all of that, I want to go ahead and wipe this away. So I'm just going to go in super quick, swift motions so that the brush doesn't really have time to like latch onto that dark pigment and deposit it into my foundation. I don't know if that actually makes a difference, but I feel like it does. So I'm just quickly wiping all of that away, and then all of the fallout that was on top of that powder is now in my hair. Now we get to go into the fun part, which is this wing, and I'm going to start off on the upper lash line using the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Eyeliner. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to try my best to recreate the same angle and everything that we have over here on this eye. So, okay, wish me luck, you guys. This can make or break this look. I'm gonna start off on the center, do a line to the outer corner, super thin. You can always build it up later, but it's way harder to try to take it back down. So I go in with just a tiny amount of product. That's one of the reasons that I love this eyeliner, because I feel like I'm able to really control how much product is being put onto my lash line. So I'm going in with a tiny bit, doing a thin line. Then I'm gonna go ahead and place this wing. Okay, now we're gonna bring this in and connect it. Fill it in, and like I said, we can always make it bigger, longer, wider, but it's harder to make it smaller. So now that I have the base of this down, I am going to take my Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is in the color Trooper, and I'm just gonna use this to deepen up this line, make it a little bit longer, because it looks like this side's just a touch longer. Actually, maybe not. I don't know, it's hard to tell because this eye has the lashes on. Yes. There we go. There she is. So I think these are as even as they're gonna get. I don't wanna go back in and touch this one anymore because then it'll just keep getting thicker and thicker. But I think that if you're doing this, you know, one step at a time and you do one eye's wing and then the other, you're able to kind of see it a little better. So hopefully you guys have better luck than I did. But next I'm taking the same Urban Decay Razor Sharp Liquid Liner, but this one is in the color Chaos. On the lower lash line, we are going to do a winged liner that comes down to the lower lash instead of the upper lash. So this is gonna be hard for me to kind of talk through because I rest my hand a little bit like on my cheek. So I'm just gonna show you. Now I have this super thin liner brush and I'm going to go in with the Starlit powder and go right over this line and also buff it out a little bit on the lower lash line with this powder. Okay, then we want to go back in with our white liner and we are just going to line the space in between the blue and the black, and this is just going to make that space that we have pop. And I feathered the white out just a tiny bit longer than the other two wings. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this also on the lower lash line right here. And with that light Luna color, I'm just going to go over that inner highlight and then fade these colors in together. Now I'm going to do a coat of mascara on both the upper and lower lashes. The upper lashes are just gonna help the false lashes blend into my natural lashes a little better, and then the lower lashes are because I just want a little drama down there. Oh! I realized what I forgot. I have black on my waterline on this eye, but not on this eye. So I'm going to take my Kylie eyeliner or Kyliner. This is just in the color black, very original. And we are going to line our lower waterline with this. And I'm just gonna put these back in place with a little spoolie because they kind of went wild. Now I'm going to throw on my false lash that I am using. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I'm just going to trim them a tiny bit, throw on my Duo Lash Glue, and pop them on. So we are just going to let this dry for a second. The glue should dry to be invisible, and then we will come back at the very end and put on a coat of mascara over top. But now I'm going to go ahead and contour. In the first video I did not contour because I never used to contour, but I'm just going to take my Smashbox contour palette and just do a light dusting just back in my cheekbones, just to add a little dimension. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not doing like a big cream contour or anything. I just wanna add a little bit of dimension to my cheeks. I'm also going to take a touch of this up on my forehead, blend that out. I have a Mac Daddy zit coming through up here, so I would appreciate it if it would go away. For blush, I'm going to take my all-time favorite blush, which is Orgasm by Nars, and I'm just gonna focus this a little bit further back than the apples of my cheeks and just do a kind of soft patting motion and blend it back into the contour. I can never tell in this studio lighting if the blush is gonna look way more intense or gonna look basically non-existent on camera. I just can never tell, but it's always one or the other. Even if it looks perfect in person, it never looks perfect on camera. But to me right now, this looks like a really pretty cheek, but it needs something to finish it out, and that something is some highlight. Because we're doing a blue look and we're going a little funky, I'm going to use Orion out of this palette, which is this blue sheen. Get a little bit of the other colors because I can never make up my mind. I always want to use multiple ones, and I'm going to go ahead and place this on the highlights of my cheeks. Come through. Yes, it doesn't even look that blue, to be honest. It kind of just looks like a frosted highlight. So I'm going to take a very tiny bit of this and pop it on my Cupid's bow. I'm kidding, this is not a tiny bit, but we are just gonna shine bright like a diamond. I think this brush is just way more dense. Yeah, look at how much more that is depositing. So we're gonna go for it because why the heck not? I'm gonna put just a super teeny tiny bit on the tip of my nose and a little on the bridge. Ooh, maybe we should put a tiny bit over our brow. I'm just going crazy now. But I just think it's so fun. To finish up, we're gonna do lips. So I'm using my new Huda Beauty liquid lip in Sugar Mama, and the lip liner is in Venus. I just got this if you guys watched my vlog the other day. And I'm just gonna lightly line my lips and fill them in with the liquid lip. And now I'm just taking the mascara and popping on one more coat onto this lash. This is just gonna help my lashes and my false lashes blend together a little bit more. And I got a tiny bit up here. I'm going to let that dry, and then I can just flick it away. Okay, I'm going for it. I am gonna put just a tiny, tiny bit of this highlight on the center of my lip, because if you're not gonna go big, you should go home. All right guys, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And for those of you who aren't aware, my Not So Daily vlogs are back. So this is actually considered my 4th day of the vlog series that I'm doing, because I'm not putting up a vlog on the day this video is going up because I'm putting up this video. So this is kind of considered day 4. So if you want to check out those videos, make sure you do. I'll leave them in the description bar down below, as well as all of the products that I mentioned in this video, and a link to the first video I ever did, so that you guys can go watch it in all of its glory if you'd like to. So thank you guys so much. I'm Juicy Star, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.